for joining me in this tutorial today. This is my flawless fall face, that's what I'm going to call this, and these smoky eyes. This is going to be a talking tutorial. I'll be talking through the whole thing, so it's probably going to be longer, but a couple people requested videos like that, so that's what I'll do. I was going to do an outfit of the day, like a fall look, kind of, not a whole lookbook, but just a fall look. But most of my clothing is from thrift stores. This look is pretty easy to accomplish. I only used a few brushes and then one makeup palette mostly, and this is the Bobbi Brown eye palette. I think this is just like her metallic eyeshadow palette. You get shimmer wash eyeshadows and metallic eyeshadows, and I've had this for a while, so this was around before the metallic trend, kind of. And this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It is perfect for fall. All of these colors are just gorgeous. Bobbi Brown is so good at palettes that have like themes and stuff. And then the brush is great too. Yellow liner brush, yeah. I also use my Wet n Wild Vanity palette. Yeah, Vanity, yep. Because I love the matte shades in this. There's matte in there, but didn't have the right matte brown bone color that I wanted. So stay tuned for the tutorial if you want to see how I did this. And the eyes are up first, then the face, and like I said, I'll be talking throughout it, giving instructions. So I've already primed my eyes by using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and the first color I'm going to use is Hot Stone. And I'm going to apply that with my E.L.F shadow brush. This is just kind of a matte slate gray kind of color. And this is just going to set a base for a smoky eye. And then taking Rock with the brush that came in the palette, I'm going to apply this to the inner corners. And just to the center of the lid. Now I want to blend that out with my Smashbox eyeshadow brush. And now I'm going to take Mica, and I'm going to apply that to the outer corner and blend. So now with the creamy black eyeliner, I'm going to use Urban Decay's Zero and apply that right there. Bottom lash line, the very outer part. And this is kind of my trick that I do when I don't want to do a cat eye with winged liner, but I still want some definition under my eye, and I want my eyes to look bigger. I just blend with any angled brush. It looks kind of messy at first, but it's really easy to clean up. But with the, like, if you do mascara and you are doing a darker look, it just really defines the eyes without going overboard and without dealing with liner. So this is one of my favorite tricks. Sometimes I get it wrong. It's a little difficult to get it right every time, especially when I do one at a time. But it's really easy to clean up, especially if you're using a creamy liner like I suggested. So now to deepen that up and kind of set that liner, I'm going to take this really dark matte shade. It's not black, but it's not completely brown. It's like a really dark matte espresso kind of color. And I'm just going to lightly go over where I put that liner and just blend a little. And I'm going to have to clean up again, but that's okay. And then kind of right on those lashes to make them look fuller. For me, it helps to pull the lid. And I'm actually going to add a little more on this eye. So this is looking really raccoon right now, so I'm just going to clean it up very easily using Q-tip, cotton ball, whatever works. I did most of this eye because one of my viewers suggested that do one eye at a time to kind of see what we're working towards. So if this helped at all during the tutorial, I'm glad. I'm really not the best at doing that, so I hope it did work out okay. They look fairly the same to me, but I'm really, like I said, not so good at that. So there is a matte pale shade in this Bobbi Brown palette, but it's not as creamy as I'd want it to be, so I'm going to take this shade from the Wet n Wild Vanity palette and apply this to my inner corners. Any brush would blend it out. Using a small brush, I'm going to take mica again and apply that under my eyes. Now using my E.L.F eyelash curler, I'm just going to curl my lashes. And this is such an important step, especially for like kind of the theme of this look, which is like flawless fall face. You want your eyelashes to stay curled with the look, because it'll make a difference. And I just curl outer and kind of work my way in to get a full curl. And the mascara I'm going to be using is my Girl Lash Blast Volume. And I've been using this mascara every day. I absolutely love it. It just, it gives you so much. It gives really full lashes. And the thing about this is that it holds a curl like no other mascara that I know. This reminds me of the Mally Volumizing Mascara, but that's definitely more expensive. And it's not something I'd rebuy because I have to purchase it online. So if you want volume and you like that mascara, I really recommend this one. It's a totally different brush, but it's such a similar formula that I don't even think it matters. But I would wear false lashes, but I don't really feel like dealing with falsies today because I have 8 hours of class. Yeah. Even though this is a smoky look, I am going to apply white eyeliner just to the inner, like on the eye rim, but only on the inner part where we applied that lighter eyeshadow. I would apply a bronze or kind of gray color if I had one, but I don't have that many eyeliners. Yeah. I want to clean up the eye look, so I'm going to take that matte shade again. And this is going to go on my brow bone. So if you want an even brighter look at the inner corners, apply a highlighter shade to the inner corners. Since I'm going to be taking a photo today, I want definitely brighter inner corners. Did that make sense? I hope so. So for the first step in my flawless fall face, I'm going to use my Aveeno Ultra Calming Moisturizer. And my skin's been really dry with the weather change. There's definitely more of a brew outside, so I'll need all the moisture I can get. I'm going to use, not my Hard Candy Sheer MD Primer, but the porefessional. This is just a sample I have. So for flawless skin, for a flawless fall face, I'm going to be using my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation. And I'm just going to buff this in, work my way outwards. I'm looking mad pale, but, you know. And I'm going to be, I am using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. The first thing I do is just a little bit of eye cream, and then I do a little bit of tinted moisturizer. You can do foundation if that's what you want to do. Not to mess with my liner, I'm just going to be carefully blending that. So now using my Bobbi Brown Corrector in Bisque, I'm going to conceal my horrendous dark circles for a flawless fall face. And this is my pointed foundation brush from Real Techniques. I think I'm using all Real Techniques face brush in this video because they happen to be my favorite. So this goes, I kind of do, I kind of paint a triangle, if that makes sense. And sometimes it can look kind of streaky because it just looks that way sometimes. So I push my finger against the brush so it's not as pointed, it's a little flatter. And then I press against the product to kind of push it into the skin very gently. And this gets rid of all those lines you don't want from the concealer. So now using that same brush, I'm going to take some under eye concealer. This is from Dr. Denise, but any under eye concealer you use. And that goes on top of the corrector, because corrector brightens and concealer lightens. And it's better when they're used together. So the next important step is to set the under eye concealer. I'm not going to worry about setting my face foundation yet, but I don't want my eye concealer creasing. Because it is drier outside now, I want kind of dewy skin in the center of my face because I don't have oily skin. I'm going to only set around the sides of my face with my powder. And this is the buffing brush from Samantha Chapman, Real Techniques. And this is going anywhere where I'm going to apply blush and bronzer because I want it on a powdery base so that it blends well. And I just do a couple of dots. I kind of just want to brighten here and here. I am using for blush a very summery blush, and I know that sounds kind of wrong for a flawless fall face, but I don't want to wear a deep blush because then I'd have to do lighter lips. For the lips, I'm going to apply some handy dandy Eucerin just to moisturize them. And then taking a matte, very light, kind of violet almost color. This is Tea Rose from E.L.F. I'm going to apply that. So that's the whole look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and easy. I know this is using a high-end palette, but most of my tutorials I've been using drugstore. And I don't know what else I'll upload. If you guys have any requests, please tell me and I'll do it. I have time to, so I will. And I did this tutorial because I am beyond excited for fall. I am so excited for fall, and I know other people are, and I just want to go buy candles, but I don't have money. I just want to buy candles and drink tea all the time and read. And this weather outside, it's like the perfect fall day, but it's September 10th. So I'm torn. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye. I'm going to use, there's like barely any left of my hard candy Sheer Envy primer. Ugh. So I'm going to try to squeeze out what little bit I can. Oh, okay, well that's how much I got out. Fell on the floor. Also,